author is? Who have we been studying, Kaylee? Jan Brett. Okay. Does anybody remember any of the books that she wrote? Sean? The Gingerbread Friends. Deshaun?
Trouble with Chose.
Trouble with Chose. Cameron?
The Mickey.
The Mitten. That's the one I wanted.
Yes.
Okay. We're going to read The Mitten today. Okay? And then we're going to do a little activity about adjectives. Who remembers what adjectives are? Cameron? Who can help it? Jonah? People. What are people? Kaylee? Are they verbs?
No.
Are they nouns?
Yes.
Nouns. So adjectives are words that describe nouns, okay? So we're going to read the book, and then we're going to go over what the activity is, okay? All right. The Mitten. Adapted and illustrated by Jan Brett. Adapted? What does that mean? Who knows? Sage. What do you think? No, not quite. Josh.
A fancy word for adapted.
Illustrated is drawing. What would be adapted? The author. It means she took this book. It means somebody else wrote The Mitten first, and then she rewrote it. Okay, that's what adapted means. Okay?
I think I know this book from somewhere.
You might. Okay. Once there was a boy named Nicky who wanted his new mittens made from wool as white as snow. Do you think that's a good idea?
No.
Having mittens that are the same color as the snow.
I've read this one. Yes.
Maybe. At first, his grandmother, Bubba, did not want to knit white mittens. If you drop one in the snow, she warned, you'll never find it. But Nicky wanted snow white mittens, and finally, Bubba made them. After she finished, she said, when you come home, first I will look to see if you are safe and sound, but then I will look to see if you still have your snow white mittens. Why do you think she's going to see if Nicky still has his mittens? Zoe?
Because he loses the white mittens, she still gets the mittens.
Okay, Micah? Okay, that's possible. Sage?
So we want to see if he still has his mittens as if he drops one in the snow, he's not being responsible.
Responsible. She wants to see if he's responsible. Good.
Kind of.
So, off Nicky went, and it wasn't long until one of his new mittens dropped in the snow and was left behind.
Why did she do it with a black outline?
A mole, tired from tunneling along, discovered the mitten and burrowed inside. It was cozy and warm and just the right size, so he decided to stay. What do you think the next animal is going to be?
It tells you.
Deshaun.
A hedgehog.
A hedgehog? Why?
I noticed that it tells you right on the side.
Look it.
It only
Yeah?
said rats.
And look, here's Nicky. He's running around. Over here in this one. Oh, it is a rabbit. A snowshoe rabbit came hopping by. He stopped for a moment to admire his winter coat. It was then that he saw the mitten, and he wiggled in, feet first. The mole didn't think there was room for both of them, but when he saw the rabbit's big kickers, he moved over. What's the next animal? Isaiah.
Hedgehog. Maybe it's named that.
What do you think his name is?
Bucky.
Next, a hedgehog came snuffling along. Having spent the day looking under wet leaves for things to eat, bumped and jostled, but not being ones to argue with someone covered with prickles, they made room. Do you have a question? Okay, what is it? As soon as the hedgehog disappeared into the mitten, a big owl, attracted by the commotion, swooped down. When he decided to move in also, the mole, the rabbit, and the hedgehog grumbled. But when they saw the owl's glinty talons, they quickly let him in. What are talons?
Claws.
What is it?
It's a rabbit.
Do you think that's a raccoon?
I think it's a badger.
A badger. That's good. Yep.
Actually,
There he is. Up through the snow appeared a badger. He eyed the mitten and began to climb in. The mole, the rabbit, the hedgehog, and the owl were not pleased. There was no room left, but when they saw his diggers, they gave him the thumb. What do you think, What does that mean, gave him the thumb? Kaylee. Thumbs up.
Like,
Yes.
I think it means like it gives like the thumb of the day.
Maybe. What? A Wolverine. It started snowing, but the animals were snug in the mitten. A waft of warm steam rose in the air, and a fox trotting by stopped to investigate. Just the sight of the cozy mitten made him feel drowsy. Drowsy, what does that mean? Howard, do you know what that means? Anybody know what drowsy means? Deshaun knows. No, Victoria. Close though.
It means you're feeling like tired.
Sleepy or tired. Did I finish this page? A great bear lumbered by. He spied the mitten all plumped up, but not being one to be left out in the cold, he began to nose his way in. The animals were packed in tightly as could be. But what animal would argue with a bear? Would you argue with him?
No.